Look at highs today. Yeah, we made it up to 79, almost near 80 in Burlington when we have that westerly component to the wind that can really help to heat us up when we're under these dry air masses and the ridges of high pressure. And this is what we've got for you. 76 in Greensboro, 77 in Winston-Salem, 66 right now in Galax. All right, typically 78. So we're just about getting close to normal for this time of the year. Morning low still a bit far off, about 10 degrees cooler this morning. We did make it down into those upper 40s. Overnight, we've got you just a touch warmer. So I'm optimistic we may hold on to those low 50s, at least in the surrounding cities. The rural areas, we're going to be a little bit cooler. We're going to get you down into those upper 40s for folks in the foothills. Another chilly start there. And there are going to be a few clouds for folks in the mountains that might help keep temperatures from dropping too far below 46 degrees. All right, here you go. The hour-by-hour forecast. It's really just a cloud forecast for you. Not a chance of rain in the next several days. We do have low humidity that'll hang with us for much of the week. Notice temperatures are back into the mid and upper 70s for tomorrow. I've got you at about 77 degrees. And we do still have more of a west to northwesterly breeze tomorrow afternoon. And that's going to help us out. Again, keeping us in those upper 70s, getting you closer to normal. And then we see that ridge of high pressure in place for several days. That's going to help to bring us into the 80s. So this is what we have in store. 46 in the mountains, taking you up to 70 degrees. Winds out of the northwest at about 7 miles an hour to near 10 at times. So a bit more of a breeze for you there. You notice in the foothills 49 degrees with calm winds in the morning, 62 around 10 a.m. And then by middle of the day, we're already in the low 70s. So don't forget your sunscreen and your shades if you're going to have an afternoon walk or maybe getting out for brunch. You've got temperatures at 76 degrees and calm winds later on. 51 degrees for morning lows in Winston-Salem, Greensboro out through High Point and Jamestown. You see temperatures at 77 by the late afternoon hours and 68 degrees heading into early evening. So really pleasant forecast. You know, we've talked a little bit about how temperatures might impact our fall color, that we could see some duller conditions if that does develop. And it still looks as if October is going to be warmer than normal. And we may extend that through November and December. Part of it is La Nina developing, that seasonal pattern that we may sometimes see with the cooling of the Pacific Ocean waters off the coast of Ecuador. So we'll be talking more about that as we get closer to the season. But look at this, near normal precipitation for us. So this is not too far from what we'd expect typically. Not bad. All right, let's move on to the tropics. This is an impressive major hurricane, a Category 4 storm. Sam now has just blown up today, and you see this beautiful center of the eye. It's about 12 to 15 miles across, and we're also looking at very cold cloud tops right here, and you can see it spinning up. And we may see some dry air get into the middle of the system as we get you through the next few days, and so that might drop the intensity a little bit, but it's still going to be over warm waters in the low 80s. We've got it tracking eventually just to the north and northeast of the Leeward Islands, and then it makes that turn and heads toward Bermuda. So we'll have to talk about that as we get you into next weekend as to how it may impact folks on that island. But keep a watch, especially if you're traveling to the Bahamas or Bermuda over the next several days. Here's that 7-day forecast, folks. How about some 80s for you? Back to 80 degrees on Monday, 85 on Tuesday. Those are our warm spots through Wednesday. Then back to the low 70s and a slight chance if we can squeeze some rain out of the clouds on Saturday, rain chance of 20%.